I'm on there.
Hello. So, sorry that we missed you guys last week. I was traveling and you missed.
I totally forgot.
He was supposed to. I was traveling last week. I went to an event in New York for toys and games. It was called Sweet Sweet, so that was tons of fun. Got to see a bunch of things that are like hitting the stores anytime between like now and the holiday shopping season. But the big thing that's going on right now
Thursday, right?
is Gen-Con. Yes, Gen-Con starts on Thursday. It's August 1st through the 4th. And unfortunately we won't be there. But we're Gen-Canting. And we are having a game night at our friend's house because that's what you do when you can't go, right?
Yep. Yeah, I have more game nights at all. Like, that's easier to do.
That's right. So, even though we're not going to be there, we're still keeping an eye on all the fun gaming goodness that's happening there. So, I looked through a massive list of like 600 some games that are either for sale. What?
There's 600 of them?
No, not on my list. There was a full...
You'll be here all night.
The list I looked through had like 600 things on it that are either demoing or for sale while at Gen Con. So a lot of these are releasing like right now. There's some that had already released or were like limited release, but a lot of games release around Gen Con. Mm-hmm. So we picked out a chunk of them that are great for the family to play. There might be a few in my list. I don't think there's really that many in my list that I wouldn't have the kids play.
What?
What?
I'm saying I don't think there's anything on the list that I pulled that I would only play with Dad.
Maybe like one.
There might be some stuff that you guys might need a little help with or whatever right now, but everything is pretty, good for families that game together.
I know what the first one is. I'm looking at it.
So, we're going to dive into this.
Okay.
Please feel free to let us know if you've heard of these games. If most of these you probably haven't played yet because a bunch of them have not been available yet. But if you have somehow been able to demo or review or preview or any of that kind of thing, certainly let us know what your thoughts are on that. If there is something that you are super looking forward to that's going to be at Gen Con that we do not mention, please drop that as well into the comments because, I kind of had to cut off at some point. Yeah. There were other things that I actually removed from the list that that we're going to talk through tonight, just purely because of time. Mm-hmm. But it's a good thing to have so many awesome games available. So, all right. Now, these are not in any, ranked order. They're really just in alphabetical order by publisher.
Yeah. Okay, can I say the first one?
You want to say the first one?
The first one is Check Off the Food Truck Frenzy Roll and Write.
You will notice that there are a lot of roll and writes on my list.
Seems to be a big deal this year.
And it's not just because I love roll and writes, which I do, but there seem to be a lot this year. And we kind of talked about that before, about the roll and write trend.
Yeah, I think Welcome to helped push it up because that one became so huge. And
and it wasn't like your...
It wasn't a roll and write, though.
Oh, it's not, It's
a write.
It's a flip and write.
I mean, a writing game.
But it's like that type of game, and there's a lot more that are coming out that way.
I found some roll and write games that are right next to me.
We do have a bunch.
One.
So this food truck one, it's themed with food trucks, but what I thought was really neat with this one is that it uses different dice. It doesn't just use a D6. It uses a D4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 20.
20. Oh
because depending on the location you're at, there are a different number of potential customers. So there's different dice types that you use. So I thought it was a really interesting way to use those lovely, glorious dice sets.
Yep.
And play a roll write game.
Is a D100 a thing?
Yep.
It is.
Is a D1,000?
I don't know. It'd be tough to get all this from one.
A D20.
So, if you get a chance to check that one out, and that is by Adam's Apple Games, definitely do. Because this was when I was looking through the Gen Con list, that was the first I'd heard of this one. Yeah, so I'm really curious to see more about that.
The
All right.
next one is Draftosauras, and that game's really fun. We played it at Origins.
Yes. So I put on the list because it was at Origins, but it had... I mean, it's technically been released because you could buy it at Origins, but they only had a limited supply. They didn't have a small supply of them there. I did see it on Amazon the other day, and...
You should have got it.
I tried really hard not to put it in my cart right now. But if you are at Gen-Con, check it out.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Really fun.
It is a really fun game. What do we do in that game?
You have dinosaurs and you try to have the most points. Like any other game.
There you go.
So you have actual dinosaur meeples.
Yeah, and the different colors.
Yeah, and you're placing them on the board and
Following
they're
rules.
setting up a little dinosaur park.
I love the green one because of the dinosaur type.
So it is super cute. It is fun. It is quick to play.
Yeah.
And the publisher for that is Ankama. Ankama. A-N-K-A-M-A. Just in case if you're trying to find it while you're at Gen Con, you're going to need to know the publisher so you can find the booth.
Kama. And Kama. To pronounce it.
Or maybe it's Ankama. It really depends on the emphasis of the syllable.
Yeah. The next one is...
But it's really fun and it's really cute.
The next one is Trapper Keeper game.
Yeah, so the Trapper Keeper game
It's
by
like a tongue twister.
Big G Creative, is just launching. It's just coming out. But I did get a chance to peek at it last week when I was at Sweet Sweet. And if you grew up in the 80s, like we did, it is like a great throwback. So the box, it looks like a Trapper Keeper. There's 3 different designs. One has a unicorn, one has like space.
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Like what? What? Like what has a unicorn on it?
The Trapper Keeper.
It's like a folder thing you had for school.
Ooh, yeah.
It doesn't sound exciting, but it was the thing.
It was like the coolest thing.
Yeah.
And then I think there's one with like a sunset kind of
nice.
design on it. So you're doing things like the car, so inside the Trapper Keeper there are little folders, and that's what you collect your cards into. So you're collecting quizzes and notes and all these things.
Unicorn.
So it's a card collection game, and yeah.
I call unicorn when I play.
You call it unicorn. So it looks super cute. It looks really fun. I can't wait to play that. But yeah, I did get to look at it. She opened up the box and stuff for me last week when I met with them. And then even though I don't officially have, well, I do. I guess I put a little note here. The other 2 things that they have released, that they're releasing right now, and they'll have at Gen Con, is the Carpool Karaoke game and Kenny G Keeping It Sexy.
So,
Those are also Target exclusive right now. Probably this week. So, yeah, those release at Target exclusively first, but they will be at Gen Con as well. So, you have to check those out.
The next one is Kingdomino Duel. I almost said Kingdom Duel again.
So, Kingdomino Duel.
By Blue One Games.
Yes.
I know it.
And we love Kingdomino.
It's right here.
Xander's playing it tonight.
It's right
It was.
here.
And
It
so,
was the Age of Giants, well.
yeah. So, in this one, it's 2-player, and you're rolling dice instead of your typical, drafting the dominoes, but you're using the dice to, create your sides that you're having to plot onto your kingdom.
There must be a lot of dice then.
You don't set
No,
the dice
that's
down,
it.
just roll the dice, and then you do something.
And then there's other things there's wizards that can help cast spells and things like that. There's other little things mixed into it. So that will be at Gen Con.
Have knights.
All right, and then Pegasus, like Pegasus, but with a pig.
Pegasus, yeah. Flying pig.
There's a picture of that on the box, actually.
By Brain Games.
By Brain Games.
Did they do Ice Cool?
Yes, Ice Cool is
Wait,
theirs. So this is it's a quick recognition game. So it's different animals, and you need to quickly spot a different combination of those animals. So yes, there are silly looking animal combinations.
Like a Pegasus. No,
like,
a sheepfish. A sheepfish. A sheepfish.
so
Sheep assist.
it will probably result in lots of laughing, but it's definitely looks like a great,
We have a game.
cute one for the kids.
We have a game kind of like that, but it's by a different person. It's like funny and stuff.
Yep.
And then the next one is.
All right,
I
so
cannot pronounce that.
so first of all the Calliope stuff you should check out. The they already released in like June. Everyone Loves a Parade, Spy Master, Ship Shape. They're all super fun.
We played
They
them.
will be there. You can purchase them at Gen-Cant. So we definitely recommend those. But they are also going to have, it's going to demo only, but it'll be Tsuro Phoenix Rising. And
Oh yeah, it's by Calliope Games.
yeah.
Demo only.
Yeah, I made a note because it's not for sale. They'll just have it as a
Wow.
demo. But it's kind of neat because you can, in this one, you'll be able to like flip and rotate tiles that are already placed so you can
Cool.
mix things up. And then I think like once per game you can rise from the ashes. So
Phoenix.
yeah. So yeah, it looks good and you'll want to check that out.
Wahahaha.
And it'll have little Phoenix minis as well.
I remember reading that. I must have skipped that when I was
You probably
reading
did. You skipped my notes. That's okay.
it. Oh no, I must have skipped this name. I didn't know that was there.
Oh, Corinth
Corinth
by Days of Wonder. So it is another roll and write game.
So many of them. Why should I roll and right there?
It says it right there.
Oh. It's so tiny. I can't see.
So in this one, you're basically trying to become a awesome
Deliver
trader in
space.
Corinth. So
This game is really fun.
yeah, so it's like, you know, set. I don't remember what the time period is in
There's
BC.
goats in the
Back in
game.
See,
There's goats in the game.
there's goats. There you
Yeah,
go.
so you get
Sold.
You get points for goods delivered, spaces visited, buildings constructed, and goats in gold. So,
Wait, so
Goats and gold.
so you can sell
Change
goats
my
for
new band.
gold. Sell goats for gold, like
Sure.
how someone sold a cow for beans.
There you go.
yes.
And so you get gold, which is better than beans.
Yes. So that is one to check out.
What?
It's all right. So what is this next one?
Ticket to Ride London by Days of Wonder as well.
Yes. So,
Found it.
well, no, we don't have London. We have
No,
Ticket to Ride New
I have
York,
Ticket to Ride New York, and we also have
Europe, and First Journey. So in Ticket to Ride London, it is
In London.
1970s London, and in this one
Some
you
powers
have.
there.
What? I don't know.
But you have double-decker buses that you're doing
Bus.
that you're doing your routes for. So like Ticket to Ride New York had taxi cabs.
Taxi cops.
London has double-decker
What
buses.
about Europe?
That one's regular trains.
Yeah, it's
Choo, 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 and then
So this is another fast one like New York. So it should be like,
Yeah,
you know,
the-
15-ish minutes to
the
play.
Europe one's very long.
can be.
That
Wait.
one's longer, yes. So
Wait,
looking forward to that.
instead of doing it like the buses, they do it like on couches. They just ride on wheels.
Get to ride Lego.
Yo, just across the ground. Tattoos. Oh no, that was gone. I didn't even do that. It was
Bermuda.
Bermuda Pirates by FoxMind.
Yeah, so this one I'm not really familiar with, but it looked interesting, especially for playing with the kids. It is a dexterity type game. So everyone has to like push their boat. So you have to like, you know, like flick your boat to reach the treasure island that's in the center of the board and grab some treasures. But you have to try to avoid whirlpools, which are magnets.
Dude, it's such a
Otherwise, your boat might sink, and then you have to start over.
Wait, so you just like flick it as far as you can.
Well, I don't know that you want to flick it as far as you can.
Like you just
But
get to the
it's
end right away. Like
But it sounded interesting, and you know, sometimes it's nice to mix things up a little bit and have the kids work on.
is your boat
Well,
magnetic?
and myself even work on
teach
work on some dexterity.
Is your boat magnetic? So you
I'm assuming so.
There
Like,
must
so
be
they take
something
off.
on it that attracts it to the whirlpool, so you want to like miss those.
Like,
They're using the turn.
ooh. Just run right into
I don't know,
You go faster. Like, make it jump.
but it'd be
Ooh.
interesting to see more about it,
So
right?
I just we jumped over all the whirlpools in one.
And then, so I didn't realize all these other games that are done by Bicycle.
Card people.
Bicycle.
Yeah, like I pretty much just think of the playing cards, but they have some other games besides just your standard deck of
Wait,
cards.
so
It's games by Bicycle. They'll be at Gen-Con, and one of the games
stories
that looked really interesting to me was Tattoo Stories.
by games by Bicycle.
Yes.
Yeah,
So-
right there. Yep.
So it's a drawing party game.
I
So
love drawing.
it's a drawing party game, and people do have to vote and stuff. But
Ooh, I'm
you
gonna
get
vote.
like these prompts to,
Prompt. Ooh. Oh, like.
or maybe you're asking people questions, and
Hello.
I can't quite remember
wait,
now.
Has this
Uh,
in it? Thing.
But you are
Oh,
you're
yeah.
competing against other people on like drawing a tattoo for them and like coming up with a story for the tattoo, and then the other players are like voting on it and stuff. But it sounded interesting. I mean, it's nice to have some party game options too.
Yeah.
I
but-
like party games, and I like voting, and I like drawing, and I like prompts.
Yes,
Never-
because I mean, you love like telestrations.
Yes, that game was fun.
This would be a little
T-shirt
different than that.
battle.
Ooh.
Yes.
I like battling. I like voting for people's drawings, but I don't know.
T-shirt Island.
Oh, that is super fun.
So I thought Tattoo Stories sounded like it might be fun, and I like tattoos.
You got
Not
one.
not sure I would get any from the resulting from the game necessarily,
Want to get a
but
tattoo I design?
you never
What is
know.
tattoo that looks like a tattoo?
There might be something really cool that the kids
The
design.
next
right?
game is Dragon Around by Game Right.
Yes.
Dragonwood.
So it's in the same world as Dragonwood, but this time you are
Not fighting.
going after locations.
Are you the dragon?
So you're trying to capture locations with your adventurer pawns.
I thought you
but
were
you're doing
dragon.
kind of similar stuff with the cards, with
You fighting things?
needing like the same colors or whatever, and then rolling dice
I have
to
like,
determine if you're capturing the locations. So curious to
I put another game by Game
see it
Right.
in action. I mean, we enjoyed Dragonwood.
Wood.
Dragonwood.
Oh, we didn't even play Dragon Around. Wow.
We are going to enjoy. No, so yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit since we've played it, but for a while, especially the little guy, like wanted to play that all the time.
All the time.
So it'll be fun to check that one out. And then Game Right also has Sushi Roll, which will be there, and it is
Rice and dice. That rhymes.
yeah. So it's basically the dice version of Sushi Go.
Sushi. I don't even eat sushi.
Okay,
don't have
can you
to.
sit down? Thanks.
I played Sushi Go, but I forgot how to play it.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's exactly the same,
Get Sushi Go.
but even if it is, just having a different way of playing
Mm-hmm.
is a nice way to change things up. You know, if you're not feeling like playing a
Wait,
card game, but you want to
Do
play.
you have to have
dice.
Sushi Go to play Sushi?
No, it's a different
Oh.
game, but it's basically the dice version of the card game.
Like our dice
Yeah,
version
Dutch's
of
version of
Castles
the
of Burgundy.
best-selling card game.
Mhm, yeah, like I still would play. I still play both of them, but yeah.
And then the next one,
The next one on the list is
Genotype.
Genotype.
Genotype, Medland Generics game
Almost.
by Genius Games, demo only.
Okay, so Genotype by Genius Games is going
What does that say?
a Mendelian genetics game
I was so close.
because Gregor Mendel is the one who is credited with discovering genetics.
What's
So-
a genetic?
And-
For genes and DNA.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
like
wow.
the things that
Like you.
give you your hair color and your eye
I like
color.
that
Dimple.
color.
And your yes. So this is going to be demo only, but I wanted to mention it because it just sounded really neat. So Genius Games has phenomenal science themed games. Like we checked out some of their stuff at Origins. We learned how
Our
to.
table one was the other one. Which one did we play?
We
virus or something like that.
cystosis.
Cytosis?
Correct. Cytosis. Sorry, I'm trying to picture the word in my head.
Wait.
So like cell building.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So we sat through like learning how to play that one. We got to see and kind of watch some other people playing periodic.
So you're learning while you play.
What was I trying
Yeah.
to say?
I
was
don't
trying to think
know.
of something that was like funny and I forgot.
So, I mean, they're also going to have periodic at Gen-Con. It was at Origins, but we couldn't buy it, I don't think.
I think it's out because I think our game store had posted that they had it.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, I don't think it was for sale because I'm trying to remember, like, they didn't like the shipment didn't come in
That's
time
what it was, yeah.
for Origins or something like that. So, but we did like check it out.
How about a publisher's name Demo Only and the Demo Only because
There you go.
it's Demo Only, but the publishers and it's a Demo Only because there's only a demo.
So in Genotype, you are playing as Mendel's assistants, and you are competing with getting data on pea plants. So it's not the game isn't based on genetics of like humans, it's based on plants. But
Ew.
like I find that stuff interesting. Like this is gonna sound like really nerdy.
I don't care.
This is gonna sound really nerdy. So when I was learning about genetics in science class in high school, I don't remember specifically which class it was.
School.
Probably biology.
Probably biology.
Biology.
I would like we would have to do the charting, you know, like the different things and like see all the different combinations that would come. I would do that for fun. Like I would like list out different genetic things and then like
How about
I used to do that for fun.
about animals?
That was kind of like I used to do derivatives for fun when I was in AP Calc.
Wow.
But anyway, so I thought Genotype looked really interesting, and so if you get a chance to check out that demo, please do and let us know. Hi, looks like Lee Plays has joined us. So we're just talking about some of the games that are going to be at Gen Con and the ones that we think are the most exciting to check out this weekend. So
The next game is called Fluttering Souls by Good Game Publishing.
yes, this one is
Publishing.
a butterfly themed game, and I love butterflies.
Me as well.
So this one is a 2-player game, and
Only 2-player. Why?
well, we play 2-player games.
I do not.
We do.
I do
We
not.
play Patchwork.
Well, I only.
Well,
What is it?
Gotcha.
so you're earning points by matching up your butterflies and things like that, and then what you're trying to do is earn the white butterfly token.
No,
and
I like butterflies, but I wish they had
Japanese legend says that the white butterfly is a visit from a lost loved one. So I think you need to get that token 3 times to win because you play multiple rounds. But it looks really pretty. It looks interesting. So definitely check that one out. And then
is
Ishtar.
Ishtar Gardens of Babylon?
Babylon.
I keep saying Babylon.
So I got yellow.
Yellow. Saw it at Origins.
So I got to see a prototype of it while at Origins.
I thought I saw it, but I don't know.
I'm not sure.
No, we were playing the SOS or whatever when Mom was over
SOS
there.
Dino.
Yeah, they didn't really have it out for demo. I don't know. I don't think they had it out for demo. But when I met with them just to talk about what they had coming out and stuff like that, I got to take a look at it, and it looks really interesting. It looks really pretty.
It's a chocolate game, but I don't think it was yellow.
It is designed by Bruno Cathala.
It's in Kingdomino, right?
Yeah, Kingdomino, and I want to.
Raids?
I'm trying to think.
Raids.
There's several things that we've played.
Yellow
but
is
like,
right.
I mean, like, I recognize his name like right away.
Yeah.
But so you're like a gardener, trying, like in the desert.
How do you garden in the desert?
Let's find out, I guess.
So it looks really neat, and it's going to be available for sale at Gen-Con.
Gen-Con.
And then they're also going to have Little Town there. And
Little Town
I mean, you're building a
Yellow.
little town.
So that orange is... I thought I did say Little Town.
Possibly.
Oh, wait. Did we send Little Town?
No.
No. I was seeing it, but I was... No, that was not Little Town. Was it like a different thing? Are you sure we didn't get sent Little Town?
I'm sure.
I thought I said all.
We don't have Little Town.
You kept saying you wanted Little Town.
because when I was meeting with them, they were showing me stuff that wasn't like available quite yet.
And the next one is called Brainwave Series by Thames and Cosmos.
So
Thames. It's Thames.
Yep, Thames and Cosmos.
Cosmos. I keep saying Cosmo.
Sorry. So the Brainwave series is going to be available. And I don't remember how many there were. There's several of them. And they were designed by game designers along with neuroscientists because it's challenging your episodic memory. So that's like really recent things.
Yeah.
So
I can remember past things, but like really hard to remember some things that happened then.
So they'll be interesting because it's like they have different storylines or whatever in each one. But it looks like a really interesting series of games. So
the next game is by the same exact people.
yeah, so Roll for Adventure
We've
is
played
going to
that.
be available for sale at Gen-Con. We were able to demo it at Origins, but it wasn't for sale yet. And what do you remember? What do you remember about that one?
Did you have to collect dice or something?
You
Or
roll
put your
dice
down?
and you try to like get these gems or something.
And like put your dice down in certain places.
Yeah, I know dice can get forgotten.
Yeah,
Not
get
forgotten,
lost,
but
yeah.
they get like a...
They get eaten by the monster things.
How do monsters eat dice?
Where are you going? Come over here.
How do monsters eat dice? Do they go like, ooh, I want to eat it, nom 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 nom?
So
nom.
it's a
Is it
cooperative
fuzzy
game.
dice? They're eating fuzzy dice.
It's a cooperative game, so
Yeah.
we can all work together. And then we also, each of our characters had like a special ability.
But no, oh yeah, like some of them like could like block enemies or like have powers or something like that.
So now you can get it. It's now available.
Patchwork Doodle by Lookout Game.
Yeah, so I also listed Patchwork Doodle on here. We really enjoy Patchwork. And Patchwork Doodle has 1 to 6 players. Because, I mean, I can't really imagine playing Patchwork as is with more than 2 people.
Yeah, there's enough pieces to begin with.
But Patchwork Doodle is the roll and write version of that, and it's nice because you can have more people.
Wait, can you draw? Because it's called Doodle.
Yep. Yeah, it's rolling right.
I just yeah. So but yeah, so you're drawing them on your sheet. So that will be there as well. And then we've got a few games by Pandasaurus Games that will be available at Gen Con. So we got to see these briefly at Origins, but they weren't available for sale yet.
Pandasaurus makes Duelosaurus and Dinosaur Island.
Yes.
And Dinosaur Island Totally Liquid.
Yes, and yes.
And yes,
I thought of something for a moment, and then I was like, no, that's not right.
Did they also make the board game called And Yes?
No. So, Mental Blocks will be available.
By Pandasaurus Games.
He was like telling us about that one. And they did have a table set up where you could demo it at Origins.
It's a family mode.
So, you're using these like foam blocks and trying to put these puzzles
foam?
together.
Well, that's
It's like, you know, so it's very like 3D and stuff.
I like 3D. Why do I keep saying I like everything?
I don't know. But it definitely has some different challenging aspects to it. Plus, I mean, you're building things with awkward shapes and stuff like that. But you can also have someone be playing as a trader who is pretty much
Just trading blocks.
trying to block you from completing the puzzle.
I want to do that. I'm good at that. Like you take a
Yes,
block.
you're very good at
from it.
mental blocks.
So, and then there's you know, there's just a ton of different puzzle options. Sit down, please. Thank you. Okay.
The
So,
next
and then
one
they
is
also have.
called
Do you see that?
Pass Tally.
Pass Tally. So that one you're trying to do the lines, but you're also like stacking on top of each other. So the more tiles the line goes through, like in the higher they are, then you get more points.
But if they fall, Pong.
Well, it's not really that it falls off, but
It goes
it's just, I'm trying to, I don't really know how to like describe with like setting them down. The pieces are like brightly colored tiles, and there's like a line, and you're trying to like keep lining it up so it's like making a continuous line. But then you can also go on top of some of the other pieces.
And then
so the higher it is, the more points you get.
Next one is Quirky Circuits by Plaid Hat Games. What?
So the box is like super cute on Quirky Circuits.
What's on this?
It's
adorable robot friend.
So it's like little animals that were on there. So you're trying to program little robot friends, and you don't know what the commands are that the other players are putting in, and so you're not sure if they're going to be able to complete their task or not. So it looks super cute, and it looks interesting for playing with the kids, and anything that has some sort of coding element to it is fun when you put it into a game as well too.
The next one is an Imperial Settlers Roll and Write by Portal Games.
Yes. So we haven't played the regular Imperial Settlers, but now they have a roll and write game.
So you just play the roll.
It's a good way, gateway to those games sometimes, because you're like, oh, I like that idea, and then you can go farther. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you can kind of play that and see like, do I like
Castle
this theme?
Burgundy, I can see how that would be like, oh, I'm gonna try the full game now.
Yeah. Being like, I like this theme. Let's play the whole thing out. So one of the things I thought was really interesting with this one, though, is that not only is there the regular like 2 to 4 player mode, but there's also solo mode, like a single adventurer mode, and they have like 48 unique game sheets for the single player. So I thought that was kind of interesting, because sometimes solo mode is
it's like tacked on, but it's like it's kind of like
it's not
smooth.
Yeah.
Wait, do you only play?
Or it's just like just a modification, but it's not necessarily like its own like thing.
Play it with more than one person?
Yes, regular mode is 2 to 4 players, so you're trying to get more points than everyone else.
The next one is probably my favorite one on the list.
You think so? Can you come turn and...
Is Disney Villainous Evil comes prepared by Ravensburg. We have a whole bunch of... We have another Raven. We have like the 2 other Villainesses. And then
we really like Villainous. We have the original, and then we have...
Wicked to the Core.
Wicked to the Core. I was trying to remember what it was.
It's Rotten to the Core.
Rotten to the Core.
I think that's called.
No, it's Wicked to the Core.
No, my bad. I went to books of like villains, so they always say Rotten to the Core.
Yeah, your Descendants books I think say Rotten to the Core.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking it's that.
So who are the 3 villains in this one?
Scar, Yzma, and something from Mouse Detective. Ratigan. I don't know what that is.
So there's 3 new villains. So you'll have those boards. You'll have their objectives.
Doesn't he sing "Be Prepared"? Isn't that Scar's song?
You come prepared.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's...
Yeah.
I made it up. I made another song up. You come prepared. I wonder which one's going to be the hardest one in this one. I'm guessing the hardest one might be the mouse.
And the nice thing again is that you can either play it by itself, or you can mix it with any of the other villains you want.
We've only played
so you'll have 9, 10 villains.
Sometimes I like to. I just like to.
6 of them.
6.
I like
to. Either 4 or 6, right?
Mom, are you gonna buy that one? Because I'm guessing you really want that.
Isn't there 6 in the first one?
Wait. There's Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, there's 3 guys and 3.
Captain Hook.
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's 6 in the first one, and then
12. You'll have 12 total villains to pick from it. So
that's a lot. That's a lot of mix and match.
Mom, you're gonna buy that, right? You're gonna buy that.
Probably.
I'm guessing the hardest one might be the rat one.
I don't know.
We won't know.
I wonder which pawn I'm gonna like the best. I usually just really like some of the pawns. I'm gonna name each one for every single one. I'm guessing the first one. I'm gonna name them all on the first one. Just name them all.
Name what?
Nothing.
Okay. So, yes, we are definitely looking forward to the new Villainous. Adding that into our collection so that we can have so many more villains to choose from every time we play.
What?
What's next?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you usually read them off.
Oh, Sinister 6 Spin Master Games.
Oh, I forgot.
Spin Master
It's okay.
Games.
It's not a big deal.
That is, it's a 10 of Spider-Man's most sinister villains have come together in Sinister 6 to form the unlimited team of
Ultimate.
ultimate team for a series of
Heists.
heists.
You have to read it word for word.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, basically,
Marvel.
if you like
Marvel.
having a chance to play as the villain,
Villainous.
Like Villainous.
right, then Sinister 6 is another good one, especially if you are a fan of Spider-Man and his villains. So, Spin Master Games did send us a copy of that. I'm looking at it over there right now.
Oh, yeah.
So we will be sharing that with you guys. But yeah, it launches,
It's Marvel.
releases, whatever, on Thursday.
Probably. Yeah.
This Thursday.
It's Marvel.
So, what?
Yeah, Spider-Man's Marvel. People are aware of that.
Just making sure.
Okay.
And the next,
So we're looking forward to checking that one
the
out.
next one is Wakanda Forever by Master Games as well.
No,
Spin Master Game.
Spin Master Games. Master Games.
So
Wakanda.
we also received Wakanda Forever.
That's-
So we both those came yesterday, and I can't wait to share them with you guys. But we have to have a chance to play them first.
Wakanda.
So
It's a Black Panther game.
yes, so there are 5 tribes in Wakanda Forever, and you are trying to defeat, enemies that are trying to invade into Wakanda. So,
They
on the
used to
one
look like
hand,
trees.
so on the one hand, you're kind of working together against everybody else, but you're also trying
Same goal.
to be the next Black Panther. So
Black Panther.
it's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be
And then
an
that
interesting
person
one
has
to
to
play.
join the Marvel team. Go after it.
So definitely looking forward to playing that one and checking that out and sharing that with you guys. And I mean, we really loved Black Panther movie, so I'm excited that there's a game based on that too.
Yeah.
And then another one that will be at Gen-Con from Spin Master is Zodiac Clash, and it's the same designer as Wakanda Forever. And this one, you're like trying to align the stars for your zodiac and stuff, and there's like, it looks kind of tiered because there's like different rings, and it looks really like, it looks gorgeous. And it just sounds like a really interesting different gameplay. So looking forward to like learning more about that one.
And then
So
the
if you get a
next-
chance to check that one out, please do, and definitely let us know what you think of those as well if you get a chance to check them out.
The next one is Deadly Doodles by Steve Jackson Games Player Origins.
You
Get it?
don't have to just read my nose like verbatim.
What does get it mean?
Get it. Get the game. We didn't get it because it sold out before we got...
We have a special card, though.
We do. We have a
I thought you
promo
meant
card.
like get it?
Like,
No,
get it.
That wasn't a joke.
I
no.
mean, like get it?
Like, do you get it?
Do
No.
you get it?
No, we played
So-
Origins, her and I, when you were in Kid Care.
In Critter Care.
Not Kid Care, it's Critter Care.
Okay, you're Critter.
So, Deadly Doodles is... It's
Called
not...
it a flippin'
It's a...
something.
what did
flip
they...
it.
It's a draw and draw.
Draw and draw, that's what they call it.
You draw and then draw something?
Draw a
They
card and
they
then
flip the cards down, and you have to draw all of those, otherwise...
paths to a
you
dungeon.
gotta- but yeah, you're drawing paths through a dungeon, so you're trying to like collect treasure and weapons and things like that.
There's also an element of the trap where
You set a trap.
you draw a trap on your map and then it affects everybody else, not
Yeah.
one spot.
Oh
Yeah.
no. They didn't even know it's
They don't
there.
know until the end because you look at the coordinates and
But is there someone that actually puts everything there and then
No, you draw on your own little
you have
sheet.
a little
So like
dry
trap. That's just a
No, you
trap
only get one
over
trap. You
and
draw it
over.
somewhere, and then if someone else has a path to there, then they lose out.
Or, like
Whatever.
if someone got a path, like everyone had a path. Like
You know what?
you put it like right where you walk into
That
the
might affect
thing.
you then too.
Well, you get in and then
you don't want to put the trap somewhere where your own path is going to run through it, because otherwise you're going to lose points too.
You also want to make sure you hide your board so they can't see it.
Yeah, we didn't know that until towards the end, but no trap had come up until that point.
Yeah, it was pretty late in the game.
Wait,
But
I wish
it's dry. They're dry erase boards and stuff.
Yeah.
But so that one has technically already released, but they're going to be at Gen-Con. It's going to be for sale. Try to get there as soon as you can, because it sold out pretty quickly at Origins. I would imagine they're going to have more available at Gen-Con than they did at Origins, but we really wanted to get that one, and it was already sold out.
And then
it was fun. We had a lot of fun playing that one.
Are these other games that are there?
Yes, but you can't read my notes verbatim, especially when I got to the end of my list, because I was getting tired.
I'm not gonna read that. I'm just gonna read like that.
Okay, so there's a few things that you definitely want to check out that the OP will have at Gen-Con.
Have Astro
Formerly known as
Trash.
UACopoly.
Please. Can you let me go through this part?
Why?
Okay.
Can I read this one?
No, because if you just read my list, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Can I read this part?
So they're going to have Astro Trash, which is a great one to play with the kids. I forgot how to describe it because I didn't have my notes on it. But I saw it at Origins, and it's cute. It's fun with the kids. It's a good one for the kids. They'll have Dungeon Academy there, which is another fun one with lots of dice.
And
they will have Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark
Defense
Arts.
Against.
Those will all be for sale. So
Can't say anything.
So those three, Astro Trash, Dungeon Academy, and then Hogwarts Battle Defense Against Dark Arts will all be for sale at Gen-Con. Now, they're gonna have a couple of things that are demo only.
Can you?
But I promise you want to check them out. They're gonna have Harry Potter Death Eaters Rising. So think Thanos Rising.
Yeah, it's like Thanos Rising.
But Harry Potter. So that'll be demo only. And then they're also going to have Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures out for demo.
That sounds cool. I want to play that. But I wish we could go so I could play that game.
I know. So I only got to look at the box when I was at Origins because the movie wasn't out yet. So they didn't want any spoilers.
Then we watched the movie. Like, we're going to watch the movie
on the movie.
And then buy it.
So now that the movie has definitely been out,
you should have seen it.
They can, right? they can demo it now without having to worry about spoilers and stuff.
Can I read the last one?
In a moment.
Okay.
So, and then, so that one, if you have played like the other, it's the deck building, going through the stories. Like they have the Harry Potter cooperative game that does the same thing. So it's that similar
play style.
Yes, thank you. Can you tell that I'm kind of at the end of at the end here? Yes, you may read the last one now.
Okay, the last one is Heist. One team, one mission by Universal Games, sold at Sweets. Played it at Sweets.
University Games.
University Games. You played it at Sweets.
Yes, so I played this game at Sweet last week while I was in New York. And
why didn't you tell me? Till now.
Yeah, make sure you tell her everything.
Why didn't you watch did I put it on Instagram stories? I think so. Why didn't you watch that?
I don't go on Instagram.
I'm just kidding. Come over here. So, Heist is a cooperative game, and
you be a whole bunch of people and you want to get rich quick. And
there's like this cube, and it's like hooked up to like a speaker, and it like talks to you and gives you like directions. So, this is definitely a good one for playing with the kids, and I mean it's geared towards kids and playing with as a family, but they have to listen. So they have to practice those listening skills.
I know how to listen.
They have to listen to the speaker. So
can
everyone has a role around. Like everyone has a role. Like one person is like the
driver.
The money man. One person's like the explosion
hacker, lookout, or explosive expert.
Yes. So
I'll be the hacker.
You have to work together. Like they tell you things like, you know, give the gloves to the money man. So you have to like give that to and then like you do all these things, and then whoever like, and then if they say use the laptop, so if they're telling you to use one of the... No.
Wait,
if they're telling you to... Can you please stop talking over me?
Come on.
If they're telling you to use a tool, the person who's supposed to have it has to push the button on the cube. So the game knows, like, who should have it because it's been telling you to pass these things around. So if it says use the laptop and you push the button and you aren't supposed to have it right now, then you're wrong.
That's a good for your heist.
And then you, like, are earning money. It'll tell you, like, take 3 million or whatever. So
that's a lot of money just for doing stuff.
But it was interesting, and you can choose different, like, levels for it. So we did, I think, three levels maybe. So it has varying, like, difficulty. So you could start with it being just, like, lasting for one round, but it gets more difficult the more that you go.
Nice.
So
I want this game.
And we won when we played it. I mean, it was me and the two people that were demoing it, so I mean, they know the game really well. But
you played it? What character?
Considering how hard it is to hear when you're at, like, an event.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you can't even keep talking.
But, like, I paid attention and we won. So
that earbud, just stick them in, like, the earbuds.
No, there was no earbuds.
Wait, who were you, the money man or the hacker?
I was the explosives expert.
What?
Yeah.
When I play, I'll be the hacker.
So it was fun, and I could definitely see these guys, like,
so I
enjoying
think, like,
it.
2 to 3.
It's cooperatives.
2 to 3.
No way, mostly cooperative.
2 to 3 or just 3 to 3. Like, you can't go any.
I'm submit 4.
There's at least 4.
Wait,
It's a
what?
cube. It's got 4 sides. You know.
So it needs to be the cube?
Yeah, so it needs to be the
No,
cube.
money man, hacker, lookout, explosives expert.
I thought
We played it only with 3 people.
someone bees the cube.
It's possible to play it with only 3 people.
Was the other guy
but
gonna look out? Or was somebody, like, was it Money Man?
everybody-
Do you have to have a Money Man and a hacker?
No one
What
knows
else
all
was
these
the
details.
cube?
You're
Do
gonna be too involved
this.
in it all of a
No,
sudden.
like, no, someone's like,
She's trying to assign everybody's role right now.
Yeah.
We don't even have the game.
someone has to be the cube.
But it was interesting. And yeah,
I want the game.
practicing those listening skills be good. So that is the end of my long list. But there's an even longer list on Board Game Geek of all of the things that are going to be at Gen-Con. So, like I said, we were trying to pull out the ones that we think are the...
Yeah, ones that we enjoy the most.
Yeah, especially for family game, for families. Like the top ones that we picked out of that list. So, I hope all of you that are going have a great time. We'll try not to be too sad that we're not there.
Well, at least I'm playing board games on the same exact day.
That's true, because we will be playing board games still, even though we're not at Gen Con. But we're definitely looking forward to seeing what everyone's posting and what you guys are playing and finding there, because there's
always gems that you don't expect to.
Right, because even being at Origins, obviously we didn't see everything. We didn't even see everything on our must-see list, but we saw most of those.
We had a must-see list?
Yeah.
Where?
Yes, we have a video for that.
Must-see list. I don't remember that video.
Because you weren't in it.
When? When was that?
Before Origins. But I saw people posting about things that either they were playing while there or that they got while there, and I was like, ooh, that game looked really interesting. Where was that? I missed it.
I want it.
So
I don't know that.
So yeah, that's our list of things that we definitely think that you should check out at Gen Con this year. Anything else?
No.
I don't think so. I think
I hate on them all.
I think so. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, follow.
Ring that notification bell.
Do all the things depending on where you're at. And we will see you at the next game.
Bye.